This assembly is to focus on the issues concerning migrants and migration. December the 18th is International Migrants Day, and this is a day of awareness of the plight that many migrants around the world face. To start with, who are migrants and why do people migrate? So people may move to another country for many reasons: to study, to look for work, to find a better quality of life for themselves and for their families. They might also move because of war or persecution in their own countries. You might have people in your family who have emigrated or who are living in another country for a period of time. I have a brother who emigrated to Canada many years ago for work, and I lived overseas teaching for a long time before I came to settle in York. People who migrate for work are usually called economic migrants, and that distinguishes them from people who are forced to migrate because of war or persecution. But often these differences are not always so obvious. Many people who migrate are victims of oppression in their own countries. They might be persecuted for their beliefs, their race, or their religion. They might be escaping war, which may have destroyed their homes. There is also an increasing number of climate refugees who are victims of environmental or man-made catastrophes, which force them to seek life elsewhere in order to survive. People who are fleeing due to any of these issues are called refugees. So seeking refuge means looking for a safe place. And for the vast majority of these people, their survival depends on finding safety. Many people in the UK have welcomed refugees and shown support and understanding for their situation, as you can see in this photo of a demonstration showing people coming out in support of refugees. However, refugees in the UK can be victims of hate crimes. So hate crimes are verbal or physical attacks on people due to their race, religion, sexual identity, or general situation in life. Many migrants and refugees have endured horrendous experiences in their home country or in transit to their place of refuge, and inevitably they experience the problems you see here, from getting food and shelter to being able to communicate and to be able to understand and access information that will help them and their families. Some of the tabloid newspapers in the UK add fuel to negative images of refugees and migrants, painting them in a negative and sinister way. Look at some of the vocabulary used in these headlines: swarm, invasion. These are words that make us think of insects or invading enemies, not people who are trying to seek a better life or simply the basic survival of themselves and their families. A few facts about migrants here. The fact that 1 in every 10 migrants is under the age of 15 is quite an alarming one, isn't it? So International Migrants Day was set up through the United Nations to raise awareness of how migrants are part of our global community. Why do we need to understand more about the issue of migrants and refugees? I'm sure you've seen images like these many times over the last few years. As global conflict continues, numbers will continue to rise. It's human nature to seek a safe place to live. It's human nature to want to improve your life chances for yourself and your family. However, it is also human nature, unfortunately, to fear the unknown, to fear what is different to us. And these fears often are translated into blame, abuse, and even hate crimes. As a community, as a global community, we need to understand more about how we can help migrants. And this starts with educating ourselves about their situation and developing empathy. This is a short video made by the Save the Children organisation. You'll see the plight of a child refugee, but the child is British. in the video shows what could happen if the UK became a place which resulted in people like us having to flee their homes in order to survive. After the video, if there is time, if not, then possibly tomorrow, please discuss what you've seen in the video and how this links to some of the issues presented in the Assembly, and then discuss that and the questions on the next slide as a class. Thank you for listening.